behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Palm Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got a great interview coming up for you in just a moment or two. But in the meantime, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell. And anytime a new episode comes your way, you'll be notified. And leave a comment on the comments section. We'd love to hear from you there. And if you'd like to go to our Facebook page, it's facebook.com/PalmMashTV. And you can like the page, inboxes, comment the things you see there. We'd love to hear from you. And we'd love to hear from you in email as well. That's palmmashtv, all one word, @gmail.com. And if you're a band or a solo artist that want to be on the show, you can use that. But we welcome fan mail as well. So if you're just a fan of the show and want to talk to us there, you're welcome to do that. And all this is going to be recapped at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. Today from Hawthorne, New Jersey, we have Emily Adams, very talented artist, as you'll see in a little bit later on in the show. And we're going to get right to that interview in just a moment, but first, here's a quick word from Smile World TV, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
Take a look at all of the types of shows we're seeking. Let us help you share your creativity. For more information, email us at smilepublishing007@gmail.com, or you can visit our website, swtvgetyourchannel.now.site.
Okay, here we are with interview again, and from Haworth, New Jersey, we have Emily Adams. Thanks for joining us, Emily.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Glad you came here today. We did have a couple of mix-ups, but at least we're here now.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about how you decided you want to become an artist, because as you know, everybody has their own story, and let's hear your story.
Yeah, sure. So I grew up with 7 brothers and sisters in a military household. My dad was in the military, and he was a huge music fan. Like, he had collections of any and every artist that you could possibly imagine, like as old as Buddy Holly, Elvis Presley, Everly Brothers, and then Johnny Cash and Bob Dylan. And so I would go through his CDs and I would, pick my favorite artist, which at the time I stumbled onto Buddy Holly and told my dad that I wanted a guitar just like that. So he went out and got me a Fender Stratocaster, and I learned every Buddy Holly song I possibly could until I wanted something else. And then I started getting interested in Bob Dylan, which made me switch to acoustic. And I started picking up the harmonica and playing the acoustic guitar. And that's when I really found my niche in songwriting and knew that I really wanted to go into music. And when I was 17, I left home to come to the city to actually pursue my music career. And I've been here ever since.
Oh, okay. Well, that's quite a story there. And you mentioned the, like Richie Valens and Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper and all those,
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely legends in their own time, and I can see why you look up to them. Did you look up to any other artists growing up?
There was definitely Bob Dylan was a big one. Alanis Morissette, one of my favorites. Avril Lavigne, I was into for a very long time. I discovered the band Tool when I was around 16, and I've been a huge fan ever since. I love Tool. Quite a difference from Bob Dylan, but I'm very versatile in that. Like, I'll listen to almost anything. I mean, I love Eminem, which is, rap, so it just really depends on the artist and like the material. I really value good songwriting, and it's pretty much any genre that can offer that I'll get, connected to.
Yeah, it looks like you got your inspirations from a lot of different genres, and
yeah,
that's what we specialize here. Is we do just about any genre here on the show. So, and as you mentioned, Bob Dylan and Tool and Alanis Morissette, all those, they're real great too.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to find out about you and download your music and so forth, how would they do that? I'm sure it's on all streaming platforms, but
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you have physical copies like CDs or not either. But you can volunteer that if you like.
Oh yeah. So I am on any streaming platform. All the common ones. I've got my first album out called Betrayal, and then there's quite a few singles that are also released that people have easy access to. And then also on my website, people can actually purchase CDs or signed CDs, so they can have actual physical copies. And then I am working, I'm in the making of my second album, which we're halfway through, to have an album of 10 songs, which should be released sometime in February. So there'll be a second album out soon.
Okay. Well, for the time being, go to all those streaming platforms. I know Emily would love you for that. And why don't you tell us about this video that we're going to watch? The title of it, if there's a story behind it, we'd love to hear it. I think it's self-explanatory anyway, but tell us in your...
The Betrayal music video, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this video was very fun to make because the song was very interesting to write. So I had gone through a tragedy with a loved one at the time that did suffer and struggle with addiction, and had a hard time overcoming that. And in the midst of that, betrayed a lot of people that he loved and cared about, including me being one of them. So that song was actually written in one day in like 10 minutes on an acoustic guitar. And I put it on a rough 4-track recorder that was very buzzy and fuzzy. And I looked up best producers in the East Coast, and I sent him this really fuzzy recording, and I said, can you just do something with this? And after 3 producers had just either ignored me or said they're not working with it, this producer took it and said, this song's going to be great. And he turned it into something amazing. And I've been working with him ever since as well. And so when I put the music video together, there was sort of like a dark vibe and feel to it that I think the videographer captured very well. It's, pretty much, the background's just black, but it has this epic feel and look to it when I'm singing these words that are like really strong lyrics too. So the music video was really fun to make because it was sort of a way of getting out that song, which also helped me heal from the experience. So that song's just very special in its own right.
Okay, yeah, and as I was looking up that video, I noticed that there was a recommended video also by you called White Rabbit, which is obviously a Jefferson Airplane cover.
Yeah.
And, I really enjoyed hearing that, and if anybody wants to go to YouTube, check that out. I don't think you'll be disappointed. So we're going to watch that video that we were just talking about here in just a moment, but I think that's all the time we have for right now, Emily. We'd love to have you back sometime if you got anything new to plug.
Thank you very much. I'd love to be back.
Okay. Well, here's the video right now on Paul Nash TV. So don't go away. We'll be back in a second.
You hold a Bible in the right side of your back pocket. You mold your puppets in a row. You'll do anything to support a habit. Being high was better than being low. You lie, cheat and steal. You try to fake your good nature, but all your dark demons were too real. Black pearl, shoot the black, golden girl. God grant me the serenity and the wisdom to know the difference. Reported crash and all the information leaked the truth. I thought you were my everything. I thought you were the one. But the biggest shock you'll ever see is still yet to come. And the biggest pain you'll ever feel, well, it's not done. You were the ultimate betrayal. Puppets master. I believe against my own better judgment. I believe
master, manipulator. Bye bye puppet master, bye bye manipulator, bye bye puppet master, bye bye manipulator.